That is good banter.
Here we are, Timmy.
Holy shit! Hello and welcome to the 100th episode of the Good Banter podcast.
Oh, sorry, we're just blowing your ears out.
Keep it going. Here we go.
What's
Cool and the gang. Fuck yeah.
Welcome, everybody. It's the 100th episode. It's a few days before New Year's, and some people might think we're going a bit over the top here, but fuck it.
Hey,
Who
100.
would have thought after episode 5?
Certainly not I.
Make it this far.
It was a slow start. I must admit, I've had moments where I thought, you know what, we are
pushing.
Is an old saying,
shit uphill.
Flogging a dead horse. We are. This horse was fucking dead and buried, and we were just fucking flogging this thing with a bat, trying to get some life into it.
Someone put the screen up around it. They were about to shoot the fucking thing.
I think it had been shot.
It had been shot.
Its brains were splattered across Flemington, but somehow Evan and Tom have got those horse brains, put them back inside the horse's big long head and fixed up the leg or whatever reason it had been shot in the first place. And this podcast, it's fucking back, and it's better than ever. And we are up to episode 100.
100. Raise the bat.
A loyal listener.
We've done better than Don Bradman, mate. Average of 100.
Well,
he's in a bit of shit at the moment. The Don.
Is he? Well, actually, before we get to that, a loyal listener, Brett Glover.
Danny
Glover. He messaged me and said, mate, maybe out of respect for the Don, finish on episode 99.
99.94.
Well, you can't.
Maybe we get.
Finish up
99. So maybe we
after 55 minutes. I wouldn't want to do the math.
Works.
I always struggle with math.
And English.
And
geography.
No, but when there's 100 things in 100, obviously, and then there's 100 cents in a dollar.
Yes.
But there's 60 minutes in an hour, and whenever the two have to come together, that's a fuck up. Like something
like working out your hourly rate.
Yeah, or not. I don't know, but I reckon that they should have stuck both with 100. I mean, not that you can.
100's a nice round
100
number.
If we could, I know it'd take a lot of reorganising, but if we could somehow have 100 minutes in an hour, it'd certainly make life.
What were you trying to? You're trying to. Oh, if you get on the Patreon, there's a little thing where were we doing that on the Patreon where you change the English language or?
I think it was, but that's a fucking zinger of an idea. 100 minutes in an hour, it's a long shot. But I've got an idea. It's on the Patreon for reinventing the English language, and I think a lot of people will go, you know what, little Tommy and his little amazing brain has come up with another zinger, because it's an idea and a half. But why is the Don in the shit?
He wrote a letter to the Prime Minister. I haven't really checked it out. I just scrolled through Twitter or something.
A letter? He's been dead for fucking...
Yeah, it was an old letter.
An old letter.
It was a while ago, but he wrote something to the Prime Minister, and apparently he's a bit racist in there. But also, he was born in the 30s, so that was just
part and
parcel of... I don't know the exact story, but apparently they're going to... he's fucked because he said something in a letter. You ever written any love letters, Tommy? Were you much of a love letter guy?
Mate, I was a big love letter guy because that was my strength. I could make the girls laugh, and I wasn't bad
on the penmanship.
English. I was pretty hard on the eye.
We had to make up for it.
So I had to make up for it. So I would. When
you had the long hair though, like fuck me, I was a shit show. I had long red hair. Like that is doing no one any favours.
Mate, I look back at some of my bloody, like when I was 18, I was a fucking dreamboat. There's no two ways about it. I was used to leave a trail of broken hearts wherever I went. But geez, the looks are in fucking free fall at the moment, and showing no. So even I thought my teeth are going more crooked. Look at that.
Oh yeah, I think I might have you covered here. All right, maybe
mine
not.
Maybe not. Your shade's a little off.
I've got about 20 different shades on my teeth.
Yeah, you got...
it's bad when you go to the dentist and they say, are you a smoker? I go, I haven't had a dart in fucking 30 years.
Well, maybe start.
So I've got an excuse. Okay, is that because of my teeth? Said, no, it's your fucking breath. What have you been doing?
Even the nicotine stained teeth would be a better shade than what yours.
I think it's the red wine. Coffee doesn't help.
Coffee doesn't help.
That's no good. You're not a coffee drinker. So
no, people often say I've got very white teeth.
They are white.
So I've got a few things going for me. I could put pen to paper. Obviously hilarious, and got good teeth.
Great teeth, mate.
Great teeth.
That's a triple threat in my book.
Besides that, I'm a fucking pretty shameful attempt at a husband.
But so things are happening, mate. We had a bit of a bar. We had a bit of a soft opening to the Patreon.
Oh yeah, Patreon's up and about.
Patreon is up and about. This is the official launch. This is the one. So if you probably not a great time to launch a Patreon. Just straight after Christmas. I reckon most of our listenership haven't been sober for about a week.
Sober or hungover. They're pretty much on a chain of drunk, hungover, with maybe an hour in between each two, if that. But
I'm tipping there's a lot of people. They're away. They've had work breakups. They've gone into Christmas Eve. Because Christmas Eve, when you're young, that's a fucking big day of the year. You always find a local pub. You stay out till about 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning, and then you ruin Christmas for the whole family. And I reckon a few of our listeners have probably done that. Yes,
I remember back when we were all living in Melbourne. I was probably from the age of 16 to 25. Everyone from out of town had come back to Wodonga. Yeah. You'd all go to the pub, and it was the best catch up of the year. Oh. And I remember a couple of times wandering through the door while Mum was fucking getting the turkey out of the oven, and she'd bloody work all day to get this feed right, and us kids, me and my sisters, would be sitting there just sucking on 2 square centimetres of crackling, just trying not to throw up at the dinner table. And you a couple of times I came in with a fucking black eye after good old Christmas Eve scrap down the pub.
Yeah, the festive spirit.
Oh, nothing says Christmas Eve like going toe to toe down the local.
Punching the shit out of someone.
Like having a bouncer hold your head against the pavement.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, cockhead.
Yeah, thank you, buddy. And to you and your family, good sir. So, but fuck me, have we got a lot to talk about? We'll talk the Patreon up again at the end.
Yeah.
Because just give it a little click on the link and just have a look, because you will not be disappointed.
No, it's good. There's some good stuff on there. And there's basically, for the interview and the bonus episode and the good broadcasting, there's video, so you can watch good broadcasting. That's a good one to watch, because that's us talking over, commentating over Seven's magical moments.
It's a classic.
So you probably want to watch that. But the other ones, if you're in the car, you can click on the audio and you can listen to those. So, and also you get, for the next 2 weeks, you get first crack at tickets to the live show before they go on sale to the public. So jump on there. $8.50 a month. That'll unlock all the gold.
And we're running the competition, aren't we?
Yeah, we run the comp.
Yeah, so
if we haven't mentioned this before, you try to explain it in less than 20 minutes.
So I'll try and explain it. You jump in and explain how we're actually doing it. So basically, if you sign up to the Patreon
before the end of
January, you'll go into a draw, and the winner of the draw, them and one friend.
Yep.
A friend, could be a partner, could be your mate, doesn't matter. We'll take you down to the local comedy club venue in your state.
Yep.
And we'll have some beers, we'll have a feed, and we'll have some good banter. And if you're a fucking bit of a legend, we'll hang around for the whole night, have some laughs and some beers. And if you're a fucking weirdo, we'll be playing the COVID card at about 7:30. Yeah. So we've got a few fake COVID tests there ready to go for if you're an absolute fuckstick.
Yeah, but you might be thinking, how's that going to work? Because we're based in Melbourne, but you're going over to WA. You got gigs up there.
Yep.
I'm going to far north Queensland. You're going to Tassie.
I'm going to Tassie a few times this year. So
we're not going to Adelaide, but we might.
No, I'm going to Adelaide.
Oh yeah,
I'm doing fringe this
year.
If
you're in Adelaide, all right, you're doing that as well. So we can jump on there. Fuck it, we can go to Darwin if you're up there. If we draw your name out of the hat, we'll make it happen. We'll organise some gigs for ourselves to make it so we're not totally fucking burning ourselves and our wives.
Yep. If you're from Canberra, you're
You might struggle to win this.
You might, if we pull out your name, we might be dropping it back in. But everyone else, it's going to be a great night. So make sure you get in that before the end of Jan. So, mate, we've got
So work that out.
Got plenty to talk about.
Yeah, mate. Talk to us, mate.
Where do we start? So we've just had Christmas.
Yep.
Boys, as you know, got 3 boys, 5, 6, and 9.
Shit names.
Ripping kids. So they got their first Nintendo.
Oh, well, this
is big.
This is big.
This is a big milestone.
This is a lot of screen time. This is fuck all those toys you got. You may as well just take them down the tip now.
No, we've even held it up. So, Noah, do you want this family heirloom that your granddad carried in the World War II? And he said, fuck that off. Could we trade it in for Mario Kart to play on the Nintendo? I said, well, we'll give it a shot. And, so all the other toys are out the door. The kids have got the Nintendo. And I was never a video game guy. We had NBA Jam, which we used to play quite a lot. I tell you what, so I sat down to play the boys because they just really wanted to play me. Let's play.
Come on, Dad.
First of all, you get this thing, and I'm thinking, there's 2 cords, you plug it in, you chuck in the cartridge, which would be the size of a fucking book, and you're away. Within 15 seconds in, we're going to be playing NBA
Jam.
NBA Jam. We've got the NBA 2K.
Nice.
2023 or whatever it is. And anyway, so I've pulled this little thing out of the box and, fuck, mate, you needed a degree in fucking IT. You had to set this thing up. And the kids are going, Daddy, are we nearly done? And I'm like, fuck, I don't know what's going on. I'm plugging shit into the microwave and I'm plugging the toaster into the wall. And I don't know I'm putting the chips into the fucking toaster. And I don't know I don't know what's going on. Eventually my 9-year-old said, Dad, just fuck off, come back and I'll sort this shit out. So he sorted it all out and they wanted to play me. So I've sat down, NBA 2K, I've gone the Warriors, and the kids don't know what's going on in the NBA, so they're just picking teams on colours, and I'm like, I'm going to fucking flog these kids.
These little
shits. I'm telling you, the games are too fucking complicated. It's like...
How many buttons are on the control? I haven't played for a long time. How many buttons you got on the controllers
there's
these
too
days?
Many. Well, there's the controller to this Switch, it's like 2 controllers that slide together. You've got this thing in the middle. You've got this fucking loop that hangs out. It's got about 30 fucking buttons on it. And it's got like A, B, Y, and Z or whatever.
You're not great with the alphabet.
Not great with the alphabet. Like, first, Nintendo... Make them button 1, 2, 3, 4. Do we have to fucking overcomplicate things? And then I was playing it. My son's like, oh, no, you got to press B. And I was going, this is B. And he goes, oh, no, because you're holding it the other way around. A becomes B and Z. And I was like, well, this is fucking, this is a bit much, isn't it? And NBA Jam, there was shoot, pass, and basically you never used pass.
No, you don't.
So it was just one button.
No.
And you run around. And this one... It got to the point where none of us had hit a shot in about the first 10 minutes. And we're like, all right, we've got to sort this shit out. So we're on YouTube finding out how to hit a fucking shot. And there's this green line that you've got to release the button when it's at its top point. And we're like, okay, but we're still not hitting shots. And we're like, get on YouTube, still not hitting shots. And then it's like, you've got to have your feet planted
in triple threat position
correctly. And which is done by pressing Z, sliding this button, putting one finger up your ass, patting the dog.
It's like trying to start me old man.
Room temperature's got to be 24 degrees. It's fucking impossible. It's too much. It's for people that are obsessed. It's not for people that...
It's for nerds, basically.
It's for fucking
people
nerds.
With no lives who are smoking pot all day, just going... one thing, did you have to call for the mercy rule? Is the mercy rule?
Oh, there wasn't a mercy rule, but I would have. My Flynn seems to have got his head around it. He's
switched on.
He's switched on with shit like that. So he's fucking taking me to Browntown, fucking talking trash, and I'm like, mate, I'll fucking take this thing back to Kmart, wherever the fuck we got it, and it's a fucking hard game. I just want to play around. I just want to relax and play a bit of Nintendo with the kids. I'm there fucking sweating. You got to slide.
It's not good. It's not good.
You need I need a whiteboard next to me, like with all the. I can't remember shit like that.
No.
Oh, it's a fucking pain in the ass. What was meant to be a bit of fun is really. And I'll tell you what else shits me. Nintendo cartridges, back in the old days, remember they were about the size. They were about the size of a phone.
Yes. Yep.
These ones, they're the size of a
SIM card.
Like a fucking SIM card. My kids lose their fucking bikes.
Oh.
We've already lost fucking about 3 games.
Where's the NBA game?
Where's the NBA game? I don't know.
Elsie swallowed that.
We've lost one down the seat of the car, and fuck knows where that's gone.
Yeah.
And that's there's $69 down the fucking seat of the car. Fantastic. We've got about 7 games. I reckon we're down to 3. And we've had the thing for 24 hours. So they're too fucking small.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything's too small, too complicated.
Hazard.
They're a choke. Oh, the dog's probably eaten 3.
Yeah. Maybe if the dog just starts running around sort of shooting basketballs, she swallowed the NBA.
She must have swallowed the NBA and she's worked out how to shoot. I tell you what, the dog did a fucking vomit this morning.
Did any of the SIM cards come out?
No SIM cards. A couple of balloons. They don't mind eating
a balloon?
We've been throwing
filled with Coke or something?
Yeah. We tried to
smuggle her over to bloody Thailand or something like that.
Yes.
Make a bit of extra cash after the Christmas period.
Trying to make her pay her way.
Were you the one who fucking shoved them up her ass?
Yeah, she I don't like balloons. Fucking eat it. Yeah, because we got some water balloons. For Christmas, so we're throwing those around, and I'll tell you what, it's about a minute and a half of fun, about 2 hours to pick all the fucking balloons up.
Pick the balloons up and fill the fuckers. Or did you get the one where you put the one thing in and it fills up about 20 balloons?
20? It fills up 50 balloons.
50 balloons.
50 balloons in 20 seconds.
Jeez, kids have got it easy these days.
Well, I hang shit on the Nintendo saying that's gone downhill, but tell you what, filling up water balloons has fucking really improved. Because remember, it was one at a time.
Oh, you used to go to the tap. Remember the tap used to have like
the head was
35 different colours on there. Yeah. You'd snap them and your fingers by the end of the day of tying them all, you'd worn your fingers down to little nubs.
Oh, mate, these things are unbelievable. And they've even got little rubber bands around the ends, so they're already filled up. So within 20 seconds, it's fucking game on. We're having a ball, but then, as I said, and you got little fucking
balloon bits everywhere.
So you make sure Tam's out and you set the dog out, and like a fucking vacuum cleaner, the dog will eat those things. And
I must admit, I do have to apologise for we went a bit hard on Elsie a few weeks ago on the pod.
Yeah, look,
so I must admit, sorry, Tam. I know it. She is a lovely, beautiful dog. So
and she. Look, and
she'll be all right once she's trained and all that kind of stuff. But just when I came over, I wasn't really in the mood to be wiping dog piss off my leg.
No, she's a bit full on. But she has started going to, and this is, I don't know whether this is a good thing or a bad thing, but she started going to doggy daycare, which is $50 a day. She only goes once a week. This thing is a money fucking pit, I'm telling you. But it does wear her out.
That's good.
Which I'm happy with, but I'm not that stoked about the $50 a day. So we've got a friend who lives in the next street whose dog's also an absolute fuckwit, and that so we're going to try and create our own little doggy daycare and see if they can, like while everyone's at work, put them together. But I guess the big argument will be
whose house
do they fucking absolutely destroy?
Ruin the fucking joint.
Although it'll just be the backyard. But look, no, she has got better. We had a bloke come around. Well, he was fucking $500. This bloke.
Is he like this dog whisperer? This real wanky guy who's some people, animals are their life, and I'm picking this guy. Maybe he wasn't that popular at school and said, I'm going to have to start hanging around dogs.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he had a bit of time one-on-one with the dog, and I don't know whether
was he touching the dog in
I don't know.
Weird places.
Well, we got back a bit early, and he was nude and covered in peanut butter, and he was he had a couple of tennis balls up his ass. And we're like, mate, look, is this?
Mate, this isn't $500.
No, this
you go somewhere else for $500 an hour.
Yeah,
if you're doing that shit.
You're on our time. You sick fuck.
Yeah. He had the video camera set up.
Yep, but to his credit,
it's on Pornhub.
Yeah, to his credit, the dog's been very well behaved since. I don't know whether he scared the shit out of it and said, look, if you jump on the kids again, I'm going to
We're going to get me.
I'm going to violate you, but I don't know. But it's he certainly fixed the dog.
Good on him. Well
done. The dog
done.
is absolutely fucking terrified. The dog did a spew. The dog spew this morning. Jesus, it was like a fucking house brick.
Yeah, right. What was in it? Apart from balloons.
Well, it was just, and this is Nintendo for you. The kids are playing Nintendo, and I've walked past them, and the dog's just sitting there, just fucking laying with like a big line of spew coming out its mouth. The kids, there was 10 centimetres away from the kids. Either they saw oblivious. So that fucking house could be burning down if the kids are on the Nintendos. They are in the zone, those little bastards.
Are they feeding the dog? The kids? Or that wears off pretty quick, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's worn off. Good. I picked up a fair few shits yesterday. But look, the dog will come good. And by the 300th episode, it'll probably be dead.
Well, that's about 4 years, yeah. So that's good.
But 100th episode,
so it's big,
shit.
mate. But we have. So you're done with that. That's Nintendo.
Yeah.
Cool.
Don't get it.
Don't get it. Well, I used to find it frustrating. It just frustrated me. I used to play the Sega Mega Drive.
Okay.
So it was mainly the sport games. I like Brian Lara's cricket.
Yep.
NBA Live 95, which you think at the time is brilliant, but I sort of Googled it on YouTube a couple of times when I was bored, and I go, fucking hell, that was the graphics and shit.
Well, just the graphics
were
these
fucking
days.
horrific.
I remember we had, and we thought it was unbelievable, it was this thing called Dr. J versus Larry Bird, and it was basically Larry Bird was a green stick, and a green stick with a white bit on
that's his head.
And Dr. J was a red stick with a black head, and it was just these fucking two lines that went around. It was, and you'd fucking play that like, I can't believe this technology.
Oh wow,
this is unbelievable.
Amazing. It's like fucking Pong or whatever, where the stick would just go up like that. And
it was just like,
holy shit! Can technology get any better?
But nowadays, they're little
like LeBron's coming through the TV.
Mate, he is fucking. We sent Steph Curry down to get drinks last night. It's that realistic. He was sitting on the bench like, "While you're there, Steph, can you grab us a couple of
and
fucking
clean up
milkshakes? Clean up the dog spew.
The dog spew.
Yeah.
Good on you, Steph.
And,
that's good.
Yeah, so mate, it's something else.
Well, that's good. Well, there you go. That's a good Christmas. Well, over the Christmas period, did you have a few Christmas gigs? I've got a gig story, which.
I did a few Christmas parties, and I think I've touched on those. Nothing really groundbreaking. They're all good fun, good Christmas spirit.
Yeah. I find with the Christmas gigs, because I did maybe 6 or 7, and but they were pretty intimate. They were sort of 30 to 40 people, which is you're half a chance with that many people.
Yeah, you're half a chance.
Because you do a room where there's 150, like 30 people want to listen to comedy, mate, probably less.
Yep.
But, the rest of people just talk. No chance there. Chance there. So I think maybe the second week before Christmas, I had I had a couple on the Friday. They all went well. That was great. I was down in Geelong. Then I was in the city for a Christmas party. It was like 30 to 40 people. Perfect. I did a 60th.
Are you doing material?
Well, I'm mixing it up.
Because one thing I've done this year that I've never done before is just gone at Christmas parties, just gone straight for the crowd.
Straight for the crowd.
And they love it. They just want to be spoken to.
That's right.
I just try and guess their role at the company, and they just
that's
they just
30
love
minutes gone right there because you don't. Are you a scientist? No. It's a fucking. We're builders, mate.
We're builders. Are you
There's
a builder?
No fucking scientists. Oh, you're a builder. Well done.
So sorry, mate.
You're a builder. You're a builder.
Yeah.
You're a builder. Yeah.
Geez, the more time you can kill talking shit at one of those things, the better.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. So I had my sort of structure for jokes I'd use, but then you mix it in. You have a bit of a chat. There's always a couple there. Have a bit of fun with that. And so I was sort of I had a 60th, which was good fun.
Yep.
Did that, and it was a bbit of a mix of. Old people, young people. I had everything down pat.
Well, it's a bit like a wedding, a work shindig. Look, it's all sorts. Jenny from accounts is going to be different to Tony, who's driving the forklift.
Yeah,
who's going to be different to Sion Tran, who's the
tech nerd.
Yeah, who's the tech nerd? Who's
smart.
Who's smart.
Yeah.
So it's a very different, all different.
It's a big
types.
umbrella.
It's a very big umbrella.
It's a big umbrella, so you got to fit in, and you got to do whatever you can do to survive. So I'd sort of gone 3, then I did another one, so I was 4 from 4. I'll say, because Christmas parties. I've seen some people post about how they're shit and this and that, but they're all small, they're all good. So I think on the not the Friday right before Christmas, the Friday beforehand, I get booked for a gig. I've been booked a fair way out.
Yep.
It's for a group of carers who care for disabled kids.
You've discussed this, haven't you?
But not on the podcast. I chatted to you about it.
Was this the one at Sandy?
No.
Geez, you really cornered the carers market.
The carers market. I think people, they think maybe I need a carer.
Yeah.
So they go, when I get up there and they go, we could really look after this kid.
Let's laugh and help this kid through.
Yeah, let's boost his ego because he doesn't have one.
He's battling.
He's fucked.
Sorry.
Yeah, so anyway, I chat to the bloke who is organised the gig. I said, all right, no dramas. He gives me the address. It's all good. And I said, what's the mix? Is it, are they, so we've got speech pathologists. We've got physio with the kids. We've got people in the office. So it's a mix again.
All
it's a mix again. And I think, all right, well, that's fine. I'm cool. I'm hip. I'm happening. I'm 3 from 3. I've got this covered.
Yep.
So I turn up to the venue down in Geelong, and I walk down the hill, and there's one bloke, and there's about 35 women.
Okay.
I go, is this the right fucking gig? And Sean, the bloke who'd booked me, he comes up and goes, Evan. I go, g'day, Sean. How are you, mate? Nice to meet you. So, all right. So this is what we're playing with here, mate. He goes, yep. These are all the girls who work for me. Now, I thought, all right.
You're about as comfortable around women as I'm around women.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I thought, Geelong women, I thought if they're having a bit of a drink, Geelong women can get a bit loose.
Oh, yeah.
Can get a bit fucking, how's your father?
It's a country town. A couple of beers. One of them,
they're on the Proseccos. They're
brown eyes and lifting the old skirt up. They are loose as a goose.
Yeah, they got a DJ playing. Just Jace, I think. Hang on, I chatted to him. He's a fan of yours.
I'm a fan of his.
Yeah, he's a good man. So Jace. I'll look it up on the Instagram so I don't fuck it up.
What did you say he's a fan of mine?
Oh, he said, do you do the podcast with Tom Siegert, the Suburban Footballer?
Did he DJ at something I was at recently?
Don't know. I'll show you after. But anyway, so he's spinning the tunes. It's at this beautiful little winery. So they're all set up. They're having a drink. It's a beautiful day. They're on the Aperols. They're on the cocktails.
A bit of spritz.
All right, you Geelong. Let's get into it.
Let's get loose.
These chicks. Now,
let's hear some dick jokes.
Yeah.
Let's hear some jokes about the Essendon drug saga. That's what they want.
That's what these chicks want to hear.
Girls want.
That's what these chicks want to hear. But like I said, I've got me set. I've got in the back. I said I'll chat to a few of them, and they set up in 2 tables.
Yep.
So
because half the battle with these things is setting up the room.
That's it.
Because you're always somewhere different.
That's right. That is half the battle. You get in there, you go, what am I working with? Where are they all set up? Well, they're set up 100 metres away from the microphone.
Yes,
I said, well, that's not going to work.
Yeah.
So that's all right. Work out the sound with Just Jace or Just Justin. Fuck, I think it's Jace. I fucked up his name on the day. He told me like 35 times. I'm like, Just Jokers. I said, no.
Good-looking guy, young guy?
Mate, good-looking guy.
Footballer?
I don't think he plays anymore. He's sort of spread out and he's just...
Tall, skinny, could have been half-forward flanker.
He's sort of...
wingman?
No, he might have been a forward pocket just playing 5 minutes a game. Didn't look too overly big. But I'll show you a photo.
Yeah,
Great bloke.
Look forward to it.
Great bloke. And anyway, so Sean starts... and chatting to a few of the girls beforehand, I thought, yeah, these chicks are cool.
Yeah, cool chicks.
They're going to dig my Essendon jokes. They're going to dig my... Well, I had to drop off a few jokes about babies and that. I thought they're going to like that.
I was once told, and I didn't even think about this. I did a gig once with a lot of women. It sounds like just like this gig.
Yeah.
And I got up there and I was talking about having kids and marriage and rah-rah. And a group came up and goes, oh, just so you know, a lot of girls don't have kids. And
it was a speed dating, you idiot.
It was a fucking
speed dating, you dickhead.
Was it?
Just said, yeah, because you're talking about having a wife, having kids.
Right. Well,
I love marriage, and here's all these people on speed dating who haven't been with a bloke or a chick for fucking however long.
And they'd give anything to have kids in a wife.
Yeah.
Actually,
they're 40 and they're barren.
Actually, they might have been onto something.
Yeah. So anyway, but I'm thinking most of my stuff, they're Geelong girls. They're going to get the vibe that
you remember my life better than me.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
You are a worry.
How do you remember that? Were you there?
No, you told me. Like you said.
Okay.
Yeah, you've told me numerous times.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and there's a bit of a whisper where I think some of them might have thought I was pretty well dressed for a knob end from bloody Mooroolbark. Had a shirt on, had some jeans, had some boots.
Okay.
And they thought, oh, well, the whispers got out. Maybe Sean's got some entertainment for us.
A stripper?
Yeah, well, I think they started thinking that. And I thought, well, I don't know if you want to see what I got under here.
Jeez, they would have been relieved when you started telling jokes.
Oh, well, they fucking weren't really. Nah, I thought I might start fucking stripping. But they're set up in 2 tables. And I quickly found out, because I'm thinking, I'm going all right. And I start dropping a few, getting a few laughs. And I find out there's a cool table and there's a nerd table.
Yeah.
The cool table are coming on board a bit. They're all right. But about 3 or 4 minutes in, I told a joke about postponing the wedding.
Yeah.
How it was a good thing because my wife had a wedding body for 3 years.
Yep.
And, whoa, that went down like the old wrought iron hang glider. That's...
Yeah.
This looked at me like, wrong crowd, buddy. Wrong crowd. So automatically I know where I'm at here. I'm 5 minutes in and I'm pushing shit uphill.
It's a funny one because that same girl at a comedy club, sitting with a partner with a husband would probably laugh at that, but all of a sudden, bit of fucking
bit of prosecco, or is what Jarks Barrett calls a bitch diesel.
Bit of bitch diesel,
in them. So they're looking at this white guy, and Sean the bloke, 35 women. They're going, let's take this fuckhead down.
Once you get a group of women offside, you may as well.
It's a bit intimidating, a group of fucking women when they're not liking you.
Oh, there's something about being disliked by a woman that's just horrifying.
Which I've had it for most of my life.
Yeah.
So
I even feel that
I'm sort of used
sometimes,
to it.
Yeah. Gee whiz.
So you can see on the left side, there's some cool chicks there.
They're only cool because they're laughing at you.
They're cool because they're smiling, they're laughing. I'm like, they're the other table. I'm trying to chat to them, and they're not giving me much. One-word answers. They don't really want to get involved. They're not too happy.
You've stressed the importance. You've made the mistake of saying that it's important that a woman has a good body.
Has a good body at a wedding. And some of them didn't have good bodies.
And which is fine.
Yep.
But probably not the place.
Yeah. And they're dealing with, kids during the year. They just want a bit of relaxation. And they're probably sick of being told that blokes, I don't know.
So the last thing they need is a
bloke
coming male shaving his pig turning up to their Christmas party.
And you don't think most of your stuff is that bad. But when you're doing it to 35 women, you go, I can sort of see the point where they're like, I'm saying it from my point of view, and they're like, fuck this guy. Let's fucking not laugh at his shit. But
because I think we tell our jokes so many times and in environments that they get laughs that sometimes you forget what the joke's actually about. And then as it's coming out your mouth, you're like, actually, now that...
But I'm always the dickhead in the joke. I'm always the butt of the joke.
Well, not on this occasion. It was your wife's figure.
Yeah, no, but that's a positive. Yeah, whatever. I'll stop explaining.
For you.
It's positive for me. Yeah. And that's the joke. Yeah, but anyway, so they weren't digging that. So all of a sudden, 5 minutes in, you're going, oof, if they're not going with that, I'm not going to finish that bit. I'm going to have to start chatting to the crowd. So I'm chatting to a few chicks. I'm going, boo, boo, boo. I'm getting 10 minutes in. And now you start... You're winding down the clock now. You're like, I just got to do me time. And like I said, it's going all right. Some chicks are on board. But then even when the chicks are on board, you could say one thing and they're like, well, they're not on board. Now, the right side of the table, a few of them started talking about 20 minutes in. So they'd heard enough of my shit. So now I'm just sort of, you count down.
How long are you doing?
Well, I was sort of booked for about 20, 25.
Yep.
Maybe I said, 25, 30. So there was no strict. But 30 minutes can be a long time when it's it's not going that well.
Well, you just think, like, if someone says 30 minutes of comedy, you're like, no dramas, we'll do 30. Think of the last quarter of a grand final. That's 30 minutes. Imagine talking for that entire time to people that fucking basically hate you. It's.
I reckon it was a 50-50 split.
It doesn't sound like a 50-50 split.
Okay, it was 20-80. It was 20-80.
It's 20-80 at best.
The right side unhappy, but then you go, all right. So I sort of leave that the tattoo joke in the bag. I'll come home strong with it because I'm an idiot there. So then I start doing that, and I find out some chick, she's got a tramp stamp. I said,
that's it. Yeah, attack her.
Yep. No. Well, she was good. I got chatting to her afterwards. But anyway, so I wind down the clock. I get it done. It was a pass. It was a 50%.
It was
effort.
It was a C- at best.
It was one of those passes where, at school where you're like, you fail it first, but then you hand it back to the team. Can you just have another look at that? Can you have another look? And they go, you showed you're working out there.
Yeah.
I'll give you an extra mark for that. Yeah. I can see what you're trying to do there. All right, you passed. There you go.
It was a charity pass.
It was a charity pass. It was a Christmas spirit pass.
Yeah. Had it been mid-season, no. Go fuck yourself, Evan. You're not getting paid. But look, it's Christmas. This guy's obviously he's had a tough year.
He's had a tough year. He's fucking...
You're only as good as your last gig, and at the moment, he's appalling.
He's appalling.
Yep.
So
he's offensive, and he's derogatory towards women.
I finished the gig, and I sort of... It wasn't one of that. Years ago, that would have killed me, that gig.
Yeah.
I would have gone, fuck this. Comedy's fucked.
No, you just got to move on.
You move on. And I hung around for a bit. I'm chatting to a few of the girls, and a few of them, no one on the right-hand table said anything. They sort of couldn't. They're like, fuck this guy. They weren't involved. But a few of the chicks on the left table, the cool table, they can't, that was tough gig, but great work. That was well done. And
one thing about a Christmas gig
is,
and I've come across this before, there's an element of that guy is getting a chunk of the money that's put aside for our Christmas party.
Ooh, yeah.
So I don't know whether you're getting $1,000, $500, $1,500, $2,000. I don't know.
No.
But that money could have gone towards
to disabled kids
or towards vouchers for them.
Yep.
As a little gift, it could have gone money on the bar.
Yep.
They could have got a singer. They could have got a decent comedian.
Yeah.
It wasn't going to be offensive.
You know what I actually said?
Someone less
straight
offensive,
after, I said, mate, because this never came up who it was going to be. Like the bloke who booked me he never said it's going to be 35 chicks. That never came up. Even when I was speaking to Sean.
Did you ask? I always say, what's the...
Well, I said, what's the demographic? And they said, it's carers, it's this. I never said demographic. But I was just under the impression, I think everyone was under the impression that it was just mix. Because a bloke booked me. Like, why would he book a fucking male comedian for 35 women?
Yeah, they should have got a female.
I said to him after, I said, mate, you should have let Johnny know that it was 35 women. You best off getting a female comedian or something like that. He goes, no, it was all right. I said, man, if I'd have known early, I would have gone, mate, don't get me. If I can get someone else. Even though the money's good.
Yeah, you don't want to.
Good having the money.
You don't want to do all females. I remember once I did the Dingley Footy Club Ladies' Day, ladies' luncheon.
Yeah.
And the lady rang me. It was through a work friend, and she said, Tom, I heard you do stand-up. We want to book you. And I said, all right, fantastic. And they said, can you MC the day? And I said, yeah, no dramas. It's all ladies, no dramas. And I've turned up. And I'm not doing much because people have come in, they're mingling.
Yeah.
And the lady comes up and she was a bit shitty at me. And she said, we had a girl last year. Everyone loved her. And as all the women walked in, she took the piss out of their outfits. And she goes, I want you to do that. And I said,
I can't do that.
I said, I can't fucking do that. And she goes, oh no, it's a crack up. They're cool birds, rah. And I've just grabbed the mic, and I'm sort of standing off to the corner, and this couple of girls.
What were the F Dingley? I mean, it's not yet.
No, they were dressed up. They were nice, good vibe Dingley. I like Dingley Village. It's sort of a little country town in the middle of a city. Anyway, so I can't remember what I said. I said something about this girl's dress, and she just fucking turned around and gave me the biggest daggers. And
That's
I was like,
fucking horrible idea.
And I was like, and I went to the lady. I said, I'm not doing it. I'm fucking not doing it.
No.
And she goes, the girl last year, it was great. And I said, I think you misunderstand what a comedian is.
Yeah.
A comedian is not someone that just stands there and takes the piss out of people walking into a function.
No, especially not a male taking the piss out of women's dresses, who they haven't had a ladies' day since maybe last year, or some of them have probably never been to a ladies' day. They got kids, they're dressed up to the nines, they've got the shoes, they've got a fascinator maybe, and you're just going, hey, nice dress, fuckhead.
Because girls are quite conscious when they dress up.
Big time.
It was the pits. And then, so I was standing over talking to the guy in the band, and she's marched over and said, you've got to do something now. She was furious at me. And but she didn't understand that everyone was sitting at their tables having a fucking ball.
Yeah.
There was a bit of music going in the background. So I got up and did a bit of stand-up, which was okay, but she just wanted me to be constantly fucking just hanging shit on people.
Yeah.
I was like, and then I had to go and ask for the money. Fuck, it was a bad experience.
Yeah,
it was
that's
horrible.
Bad. That's bad. But,
yeah, so anyway.
Anyway, so I'm chatting to them after, and a few are coming up, and the cool people, and they go, that was great. This is good. I said, yeah, you probably should have got a woman. But then what, because I saw a few people chatting on the shit table. And one of the girls came up and said, while you were on, one of the girls said, let's stuff Sean up, who booked me, who looks after him.
Yeah.
Let's stuff Sean up and let's not laugh at the comedian. I'm like, well, you fucking did a good job of that, you fucking. So that's what I'm up against. So
fuck, that's a fucking terrible thing to do.
That's fucked, isn't it? So all of a sudden, Evo.
What a pack of moles. A for the boss and B for you.
Oh, fuck me.
Inconsiderate.
So, inconsiderate.
Like, imagine
so,
doing that. Imagine, like, that's...
All right, you got the band. All right, let's just not face the band. Don't clap when they're bloody finished. And,
that's bloody
or it's like a...
schoolroom shit that you do with the fill-in school teacher.
Yeah. So I was like that. So some of them were... Yeah. So
they need help.
Some of them can go get fucked.
Oh, seriously? What a shit. That is shit.
Yeah, but I chatted to... I found some nice people there. They were chatting after. And one girl, one lady, she's maybe in her 50s.
Okay.
And she said she got divorced at 30. She was this and that. And she said something that I hadn't heard before. She said, once I got single it might have been 40. I can't remember. She got divorced at 40. She said, once I was divorced at 40, you know what I did? In that next year, I did a heap of porking. I porked so many blokes.
Okay.
I haven't heard porking in a long time.
No, pork's a word.
Pork's like early 2000s, 90s.
I think get some pork on your fork might have put it into... people started talking it like it was meat again.
Yeah.
But yeah, pork. Pork.
But she was loving it, and she was so open about it. Just, I porked heaps of blokes.
I guess you always hear about the guys that get divorced and just go on a bit of a root fest. But you know, the women probably they need to get out there too.
Oh, bloody oath! And she was adamant. She went out every weekend and porked a lot. Which good on her.
Yeah,
so
I reckon she was trying. Sounded like she was trying to bloody.
Well, I must admit there are a few there who are getting a bit loose, and if I wasn't wearing the wedding ring, if you're a single bloke, you might have put it on. But I'm a married man, so
absolutely.
and plus, after that, I thought, fucking get out of here. I went to another gig in Geelong and sort of wiped the fucking stench of that gig off me. It was all right. It was a pass. Not great. But anyway, that's me, mate. So and I finished off with a great Christmas gig out at Coldstream Brewery on the 22nd for Carpet Court. Heath Beninga and all the crew out there. Thanks for having me. That was a fun one.
Oh, carpet.
That was good.
Don't get much more exciting than the carpet industry.
Oh, mate. Oh, yeah.
Geez, they'd have bad backs, wouldn't they?
Oh,
that
the
thing
knees,
they ram their fucking knee into.
Yeah, so there are some loose units out there, but some great people. So thanks for having me. So it finished on a high, but that was just one little one where fucking book a female, for fuck's sake.
One thing, there is a big difference between good carpet and bad carpet.
Yeah, when you get the new cut, the fluffy stuff, you just want to roll around on it, don't you? Remember you used to do that as a kid, just roll around on the carpet?
Yeah. When we
lick it?
Yeah, really get naked and just grind into that carpet.
It's good stuff.
Our carpets, because a mate, when we looked at our house, had a builder mate, and he goes, mate, great joint, unreal, but he goes...
Shit carpet.
He goes, shit carpet, this will be fucked within a year. And I was like, hey, heck, it's a carpet. Carpet's carpet. But he's right, it's gone fucking flat. And it's got dog spew on it.
Dog piss.
And, big vomit from me getting home.
You don't have many carpet. Is it all upstairs, the carpet?
Upstairs is the carpet. You're not invited upstairs, mate. You ever been upstairs?
Oh, I reckon once.
Yeah, there's a lot of dark secrets upstairs, mate.
Yeah, I did see I heard a few voices coming from the attic.
Yeah.
Help me. So you got 4 kids, maybe?
There's a lot of kids tied up there. It's
great.
pretty dark place, our upstairs area.
It is dark. The lights are never on.
Lights are never on.
It's like
just
you,
a lot of
you a bit. Oh, well, the lights are on. No one's home.
Lights are on, but no one's home.
Yeah.
So anyway,
over to you, mate.
How long are we going for?
Mate, we're at 45. So
45. Let me bounce this one off you.
All right,
your big red balls.
Ooh, feels good.
So, as you know, I'm on the ADHD pills.
Loving them.
They got me up and about. I think I've sort of leveled out a bit now. I'm back to being a bit dumb.
You get used to them. It's like heroin at the start. Like it's fucking, this is the greatest thing, and then you do too much of it, and you're like,
I'm at the stage
give me
now,
some meth or shoot it into me cock.
I need something stronger. I'm chasing the dragon. So to say, I've but I know it is working, and but I've always wondered. I wonder what happens if I ever get pulled over by the cops, the 5-0, the one time. What's going to happen? Because they've got a certain element. They have the same effect as speed.
Yep.
And releases the same endorphins, I believe. And at the end of the day, I've got 2 different types at the moment: the dexamphetamine and some other amphetamine. Anything with the word amphetamine at the end of it.
Well, it rings alarm bells. When you mention cops and amphetamine.
But you start thinking bikers or Before we go into this, let me just touch on it. It's worth mentioning on our 100th episode that you say I come up with some pretty stupid ideas. I've done some dumb things in the 100 episodes. This is a pretty stock standard day. Evan, I don't know, he must have had a bit of spare time at home. He's doing a bit of thinking about the podcast, where it's going. Where it's going, and you come up with the idea of for the Bantitos to have a logo. How about we? And you go, how about we get? And you downloaded. You got the Banditos. The Banditos. Banditos logo. If you're not familiar with the Banditos, the largest bikie gang on the planet.
Scariest bikie gangs on the planet.
They're into drug trafficking, human trafficking, and
fucking people up, and shooting really people,
ending lives. Is one of their big pastimes, and Evan thought it'd be funny to sort of fuck with their logo a bit and give it a beer can and put a couple of Bantitos
with their logo.
Yeah, thought it'd be funny, and he sent it through, and I said, mate, great idea, but I'm just not sure if we want to be fucking with the logo of the most notorious bikie gang on the planet. And
probably not great, but
also said, good point. Good point. I'll take that feedback on board.
As soon as you said that, I thought, yeah, you're probably right. If this thing actually blows up and gets big, they're going to be in all sorts.
You don't want fucking Caesar Campbell tap. You know who Caesar Campbell is?
No.
Started the Banditos in Australia. How's that for a bit of knowledge?
Mate, that is, I don't think, do we have to fact check that? Or you're confident?
Mate, I'm fucking 100%. He was, I believe he was Comancheros. And
he's sort of gone, it's like a band, it's like a side project.
Well, when they became the Banditos. I've read a couple. Have you read his books? Fucking unbelievable.
Mate, I don't read books.
He's got a...
so you've read books?
Do yourself a favour. I don't read many, but if I find one I like, he's got a saying in there. He said, my dad always told me, there's always someone out there tougher than you. And he said, I'm not saying my dad's wrong. I've just never met the bloke yet.
Fuck, that's good.
How good's that?
Is good. That is a fucking... And to back yourself. How do you get... That's like a mental thing.
Yeah,
like,
well, he doesn't drink. He doesn't...
That's half the battle, I reckon. Like, if you're fighting a bloke who's fucking pissed off, mate, you could smash the shit out of someone who's had 10 beers.
Yeah, he doesn't do drugs. To him, he just loved motorbikes and fighting. He just because he was a black belt, fucking mad as a cut snake. But he got really pissed off when it all became about drugs. Trafficking, and he didn't like that. And then when people started joining the gang that didn't have motorbikes, he got his end up. So
so there's a few of them.
So he was. There's a lot.
Yeah, right.
He was involved in that.
That's like joining a band without an instrument.
Yeah. Well,
I'm in the band. What do you do? I just sit there.
We could be the singer.
Well, not being able to sing either.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, smartass. With no musical talent.
Oh, okay.
All right,
yeah,
okay. Let me rephrase that, cockhead. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
So he...
what do you do? I just stand on stage and do fuck all.
So he was shot. Remember that shootout in Sydney?
Oh,
that big...
At the airport?
No.
Or near the chocolate factory?
No, it was
near
at
Lind?
I don't know if there was chocolate involved.
The
great chocolate heist, 1987.
What are you dealing? We're dealing Cadbury, boys.
Yeah, the Banditos.
Yeah. You got a box of favourites? Fuck you. That's ours.
Just before Easter, the Banditos were doing a big egg run, and the Comancheros were like, not on our turf.
They got to Melbourne, and fucking all the chocolate was melted.
Yeah.
Fucking...
Where'd it go? It's fucking melted. It's
fucking
42
melted,
degrees
boys.
down
It's
here,
fucking
guys.
hot.
We're in the wrong business.
Yeah.
Should be doing heroin.
You should be food transport vehicle. You need to fucking get the freezer going.
Yeah, we only take fucking 8 eggs at a time on these fucking Harley Davidsons.
We're not making any money. It's not worth it.
Caesar Campbell, let one of us drive a fucking van or something. Wouldn't have to do as many trips. No, sir. So I think I got that Comancheros and Banditos thing right. But fuck, very interesting book. So anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, so drugs.
Yep.
So I've always wondered what happens if I get pulled over and put on and drug tested.
Yep.
With this in my system.
Put this in your mouth.
Anyway, so I was driving home, last day of work this year, driving home. There it is, in front of me, flashing lights, booze bus.
Just
drugs.
Booze? That's right.
Booze and drugs.
Booze.
Booze and drugs. And
Yep.
I thought, well...
We're going to find out.
And I was... so I pulled the syringe out of my arm and put
the belt off.
Put a doona over the dead prostitute in the back of the car.
Yep.
And I said, I'm going to go for this.
Yep.
And I so I've gone in and he goes, "G'day, mate. How you going?" I said, "Oh, good." And he said, "Are you
Tom Siegert?
Are you Tom Siegert?" And I said, "Oh, you follow the podcast, eh?" And he said, "No, there's 3 warrants out for your arrest. You've been doing some pretty horrific things."
Yeah.
And I said, "Okay, mate."
You got any kids in the attic?
Yeah.
There's some rumours.
Well, funny you should say that.
There's 10.
So anyway, so the guy in front of me he's gone.
He's out. Oh, he's been done.
He's been done.
Yeah.
So you're in
it's
the
that
lineup.
time of year.
It's that time of year. So I don't know if you've ever been in a booze bus lineup before, but if the guy in front goes, you're fucking stuck there for a bit. You're stuck there.
They got to move his car.
Yes. So
they got to search his car?
I don't think they were searching his car.
Okay.
I think he just went booze. But anyway, so he's there, and obviously they do another test, and right. So he's there, and so I'm chatting to my bloke. Puts me on the breathalyzer.
Good bloke, good cop.
Oh, really, really nice guy. Looked
young.
Look, no, probably 50, but fresh faced.
Okay.
Yeah, he looked like he's one of the good guys.
One of the good guys.
One of the good guys. I can't imagine him laying a baton into anyone.
Although maybe just at home in the bedroom.
Yeah. I mean,
get the cuffs out. And...
We've all got our price.
Oh shit! Yeah. Where's that button? It's up your ass.
Okay. So he goes, blow into this. I said, ooh. He said,
now am I gonna blow into the booze thing now or?
Yeah.
Blow into this.
So he's pulled his pants up, done up his belt, and he said, "Mate,
what reading did you get?"
Thanks for being so quick, mate. Because if I get caught doing that again, I'm fucking off the force.
Yeah.
This is my last warning.
Yeah.
They said. Sergeant Phillips, you're a great cop, but you bleed blue, but you've got to stop, getting people to give you blowjobs out the window.
Blow into this.
So first time, yeah, it was funny.
It was good.
It was funny. We thought
we all did at the start as well.
This guy's a loose unit.
He's good.
But you are really abusing your badge.
The privilege.
Yeah, so
being a cop.
Anyway, so he's done up his zipper, done his belt on, but he's spitting in the passenger seat down. This is fucking too much. This is too much. And so and then with so I've looked ahead and he goes, I think our mate in front of us is gone. Because he said, you got no alcohol in your system. I said, I know. And then he said, he goes, how's your day going? He said, we're going to have to kill a couple of minutes here.
It's all right till I had to suck off a cop.
Yeah. And he said, well, funnily enough, mine just got great. He goes, you, my friend.
You're a good man.
Gave me a very Merry Christmas.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
And he said, Lieutenant Trevor, come over here. I said, I'm not Trevor, so I'm not sucking off Trevor. And I turned out there's a fucking lineup.
Cops.
There were 30 cops.
30 cops.
I'm like, guys.
There's more cops rolling in. The sirens are on. This bloke gives a good blowjob.
Choppers are landing. I was like, I sucked off the entire Victorian police force out the window of my car. And,
Merry Christmas.
Hands down the worst Christmas I've had.
You don't need it.
Not there.
No, unless you're into that.
Yeah.
You're not.
Anyway, so so we're just talking shop and he goes, and I said to him, mate, I'll be honest, I was a little bit nervous because I was recently diagnosed with ADHD and I thought I might blow over. And he said, no, well, today we're just doing alcohol. Oh. And I said, yeah. And
I'm popping these fucking pills like no one's business.
He goes, and I said, yeah, but I know, but normally, and he leant in and he said this, not a word of a lie. He said, mate, when we do drug testing, it picks up marijuana and meth and doesn't pick up anything else. I said, seriously? And he goes, mate, marijuana and meth, and it just picks up nothing else. I said, nothing else.
Coke?
No coke, no pingers, no speed.
Oh,
no.
There's a few Bantitos who are fucking racking lines and driving home, I reckon, after this.
Turns out I can drive to the New Year's shindig. So Caesar Campbell's listened to this going, oh, no, he's just a fighter.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I thought that was interesting, and I thought, hang on.
Do you reckon he's just saying that?
No.
Okay, that's right.
We'd built a rapport.
Okay, after that.
No, don't forget, I'd just blow
him a good
blow.
Although,
after someone's blowing you, he's probably saying anything to get me to move on.
Yeah.
He goes, mate, what's that? There's a $100 on the ground over there. Can you go grab that?
There, yeah.
Okay, Sarge.
See you, Sarge.
So that was, yes. So, and I thought, hang on a sec. You watch those RBT. Have you ever seen anyone go for anything besides marijuana and meth?
Oh, I don't watch it that close. When you said, have you seen those RBTs, I fucking don't watch it that closely.
That's a good show. I always barrack for him. Jeez,
come on, get off.
Get off.
Suck him off.
I think the general rule is, I might have mentioned this before, I hope this doesn't come across as racist. If it's some sort of islander,
yep,
chances are they're guilty.
They're on it.
Yeah, they're on something.
They seem pretty fucking.
And an islander in high vis.
Oh yeah,
they're either drunk.
Yep.
Or they're just drunk. And and if there's a guy with a what's that? It's a hat. It's like a fluoro green M. It's like a Monster.
Oh, Monster hat, like an energy drink hat.
Yeah, but
he's definitely on drugs.
Well, he's on methamphetamine.
Oh yeah.
They may as well just look in and
Monster hat.
Get out of the car.
Well, M. It doesn't stand for monster. It stands for methamphetamine.
So don't I have to blow into that? No, not today.
Nah, you're fucked. We know.
Yeah. So you can tell the meth guys.
But I reckon they just picked that to put on RBT to paint that picture.
Okay. Yeah, it's
maybe, but most people with Monster hats, unless they're sponsored by Monster, are basically on the meth.
They're monsters.
They are monsters.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So there's one message out of that. If you, don't
on the coke.
Yeah, don't let that stop you from getting behind the wheel.
Get behind it. Well, we don't want to condone it, do we?
No, we don't. Anyway. That was just, but I thought that was interesting.
That is interesting.
Yeah, so if you are on the ADHD pills, don't let it you can drive and you're not going to get in trouble. But, yeah, if you're on any other drugs, maybe just get an Uber.
That's it. Well, that's some good advice there, Timmy boy.
Yeah, real sound advice for
that's
our
great.
one. How are we going for time?
Well, we probably better wind it up because we've got Big D's done a bit of fuck checking and he's been here right from the start, Big D.
Tell you what, it would have been a fucking tragedy if we did a 100th episode without having some mention of Big D because he's been a big part of this.
Oh.
And I admit, early days.
Pretty harsh on Big D.
Do people say early doors? Early doors.
Early doors, early days.
Why early doors? Oh, fuck check. There you go.
I don't know what that is.
I think I did accuse him of being a bit of a cut and paster, but
you did.
And
I said there's still time in that. There's still. I mean, you can't be cutting and pasting. I mean, if you. I don't know what I'm saying there.
No.
I've lost it.
But I tell you, he's been a massive part of this, and
he has, and he always comes through with the goods, and he has again. So this is from last week. We're talking about the fires,
and he's already said he's coming to our live show.
He said he's coming.
Which is in 17 weeks.
17 weeks. It is. 23rd of April. It's a Sunday, 4 p.m. Let's get on the piss and have a good time. And if you jump on the Patreon, you can get for the next 2 weeks. You get access to the tickets before anyone else does.
Yes, and we got the Mondays off with Anzac Day.
Oh yeah,
so
and even if you are working, fuck it, who cares?
Who gives a shit?
This is the 117th episode podcast spectacular.
So pop it in the old in the old diary, guys. It's going to be a fucking good day.
It's going to be great.
Our first live, we've got some great things planned.
It's big.
Jeez, I'm excited.
Yeah,
Big D's going to be there.
Big D's going to be there. So
fuck checking IDs you get in.
Fucking oath. Yeah. Anyway, cases of fires being lit for sexual gratification appear to be rare.
I would have thought so.
Yeah, examination of 1,145 adult male fire setters found that 40 or 3.5% engaged in such behaviour for sexual arousal.
40%?
No, 40 out of 1,145. 3.5%. Did I say that? Or you just?
No, I think you did.
Yeah. So, I guess it's, it's just a few bad eggs. But ruin it for everyone.
I mean, really, if someone's caught lighting a fire, just say a 22-year-old bloke's caught lighting a fire.
Yes.
And you're down the police station, they're going, Johnny, mate, why'd you light that fucking house on fire? Is it because you're a sick fucker and you get off sexually?
He's going to say no.
I'd say no. Even if I was, because
unless they broke you down over 4 or 5 hours and they go, yeah, all right, I love it.
Unless they
I love lighting candles. It's not the aroma. I just love the flame.
I saw this doco. I don't know what I was watching. Oh no, it was Louis
Theroux.
Louis Theroux, doco about pedophiles once, and what they had this like ring they put around the end of the penis, and they would make the pedophiles in jail watch like
Play School
and Sesame Street and
The Wiggles.
The Wiggles, or they're adults.
They're adults.
And if they got erections, it was to see if they were still getting horny over kids. Over kids. They could maybe they do the same thing with the fires.
They probably could
put that little ring around their dick and light a bin on fire.
I'm wearing one now.
On your dick?
Yeah. Well, actually, just in case someone lights the Barbie later on.
Okay, I think you're misunderstanding the reason of the ring on the dick.
Anyway. So there we go. That's all right. Okay, we better spark this back up. It's gone a bit fucking. All right, now the sentiment there. Let's get off that. The sentiment that one should not shoot the messenger was expressed by Shakespeare in Henry IV, Part 2, 1598, and in Antony and Cleopatra. Cleopatra threatens to treat the messenger's eyes as balls when told Antony has married another, eliciting the response, "Gracious madam, I that do bring the news made not the match." Which is fucking Shakespeare.
Shakespeare, the 15th century. I wonder if people will still be reading my Suburban Footballer book in 500 years and quoting it. As Tom Siegert said 500 years ago, "He who put partitions in thy shower shall never see thee dick again." The teammate's dick. I don't know.
No, that's good. So there we go. So that's
it now. No, well done, Big D. That's,
yeah. There we go.
That's it.
Cheers, Big D. That's a ripper.
That's so we nearly done there.
Oh, yeah, we're done.
Yeah, mate, I just got to say before we finish up, and we joke about it a lot, but the podcast wouldn't happen without you, Evan. Evan does, and this is obviously like you do everything. You literally do everything.
I do. 100 fucking episodes.
100 episodes. You do everything, and it's not like I can go, you know what, I'm going to step it up. I just don't have the ability.
You can't. You can't even play a video game.
I do not have the ability to help out. So thank you very much for making this happen. I got to admit there were times where I thought, you know what, this is wasting valuable time.
My time.
Your time. This is wasting. This is
an hour a week.
This is an hour a week plus another 3.
Yeah.
Grabbing that poster.
Yeah.
Another 3 minutes a week grabbing the poster.
You've come to my joint twice to record.
And to be honest, I probably won't head down there again. It just seems a bit out of my way. So it's look, you do it. You're basically doing everything. So so thank you.
Good on you, mate.
It's been we're onto something now. I honestly believe this is.
And I still remember at the start. I reckon I filmed maybe from episode 8 or something.
Yep.
You go, mate. Is anyone on the YouTube? I said, it's got about 20 views. Are you going to keep doing it? I said, just keep doing it. It's like anything in life.
Yep.
Keep doing it. It'll pay off. Like I said, we're not on TV. We're not on radio. So what we need, word of mouth. Spread it around. And you've been great, a lot of the Bantitos, spreading it around. It's not everyone's cup of jizz, this podcast.
Oh, there's a lot of people. It'll be interesting to see how many people got 15 minutes in and just said, you know what, this is
not
horrific.
My kettle of fish.
This is awful.
My wife has not even got that far in, which I'm thankful for.
No.
Because I'm sure she would be vetting a lot of the shit I talk about. Cut that out.
If one day this just stops and the Instagram's gone, no episodes, Kristen's listened to an episode.
Yeah.
And she said, Evan, this is not what I want my husband to do.
Divorced.
Yep.
See you later.
But
it's gone.
But we've got a really good loyal following now. Where I think I hope the episodes are getting better. We're in. So tell your friends. Thanks.
Share it round.
Thank you, everyone that's listened so far.
On the Patreon, it is live. So for $8.50 a month, you get all those bonus eps. You got the interview with Matt O'Neill, who had to Photoshop jizz off porn stars' faces.
Classic.
You've got a 30-minute bonus. You've got good broadcasting where we talk over the top, commentate over Seven's magical moments, and for the next 2 weeks you've got live access to the live show.
You got tickets. A chance to winning the night out with us.
Yes, wherever you are.
And you're also going to get extra content every month. A minimum of one thing, probably more.
Definitely more in the next few weeks. I'll post that video.
That no one else sees. So you'll be at work
when I had to jizz in the cup. I'll show you the room. I'll put that on the Patreon. That'll drag us in.
Are we going to get a
sample?
Maybe we could send a little sample to everyone on the Patreon.
Maybe we could do that a little bit.
Couple of little
semen analysis. There we go. So
something to think about.
So jump on. I think that's about it. Instagram, Twitter. Have a safe New Year's. If you're going to get on the coke, make sure you can still drive. So that's good.
No, don't drive.
Don't do it. We don't want to condone that. No. So mate. Thanks for 100 episodes. To you, Tommy. Thanks for turning up.
Thanks for turning up.
Sometimes you don't even do that. No. So, but the sign's here, and you remember the batteries. So
batteries. I've got a little system going with the batteries now.
It's good. Yeah. It's good. So, hey, thanks. 100 episodes. That is 100 episodes. Play us out, Tommy. Play us out. Thanks, Big D. Thanks to all the Bantitos. Hit us up at reallygoodbanter@gmail. I'm going to keep checking that.
Happy 100th episode, everyone. That is good banter. Let's get on the Dexy.
Dexy's all around. Yup, yup, do.
I got a feeling that tonight's gonna
all right. Good times. Hey, happy birthday to me brother as well. I'm going to get on the piss with him.
Oh, yeah, happy birthday, bro.
Yeah, for the 27th.
Good on you, mate.
Good banter. That's a good thing.